Yo, what's good, and welcome back to Casual Takes, where today I'm going to be talking about yesterday's NBA games and what it means, specifically the two playoff games which have a decider, where the LeBron James Lakers went out to the Nikola Jokic Nuggets and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's OKC Thunder team have now swept the Pelicans. I'm going to break this video down into 4 sections, talking about each team, what I think this result means for them and for their future, whether in the playoffs or the off-season. And to kick things off straight away, we have the Lakers. Now, I think the first thing this proves, despite what the thumbnail is going to tell you, that LeBron and AD are still fully capable of playing at an elite level in playoff basketball. I think without those two, the games would have been done a lot quicker. We'd have had blowout after blowout there, but both of them still proved that they could do it at a very high level. But the other thing it showed, this leads on to the other thing it showed you about the Lakers, that the supporting cast around them is not good enough. In particular, D'Angelo Russell. Now, we've known for a while that D'Lo tends to struggle in the playoffs. I feel like it's fair to say. But this time, when they need him most in the first round, he hasn't been able to show up again and again. I think when he walks on free agency, it's best to let him go, try it. And it brings me on to my third point, that LeBron may be leaving in free agency, and if that happens, I think it's time for a big reset for the Lakers. I would trade AD, try and bring in as many draft picks as possible, and sort of reset and rebuild through the draft, through free agency. Now, if LeBron does decide to stay alongside AD, then they'd need to seriously look at getting a roster around him that would be the most effective. I think better three-point shooting, a more pass-first point guard than D'Lo, sort of a more team player, more defensive player. I think that would make sense for them in the off-season. Now, on to the Denver Nuggets, and I think what they've shown is what we already knew about, that they seem to be, once again, the best team in the Western Conference and quite possibly the NBA. Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, again, played to a higher level and played to a level that the Lakers couldn't match. Jamal Murray less so, but Jokic, once again, is always going to be Jokic. The one player I have been pleasantly surprised with in this playoffs series has been Michael Porter Jr. though. He's always sort of been a very good high-level role player for the Nuggets, sort of third, sometimes second, sometimes fourth option, but generally a third option. But I think he showed in this playoffs, scoring sort of 28, 25 points on very good efficiency, is that he's started to show that potential that he was believed to have in the draft, that could sort of take him to that next level. And I think if he carries on this trajectory, along with Jokic and Murray being Jokic and Murray, I feel like it's going to be a very tough ask for anybody in the East or the West to stop the Nuggets. That being said, as you'll see yesterday on my video about the Timberwolves, they have them next. I think it will probably be their toughest test in the playoffs. And I think it would be a very interesting matchup, and if they can get through that, I would have them as the heavy favourites. Now, on to the next set of games. First up, I'm going to talk about the Pelicans. I think the biggest thing for them is that when they've needed him most, Zion Williamson has been injured yet again. It's now his 4th or 5th season in the league, and he's yet to play a single playoff game, despite the Pelicans going there twice. He started to show that he's someone that can't be relied on for a full season, can't be relied on to be fit for the postseason. So it raises the question, what do the Pelicans do? Because Brandon Ingram also had a very poor series, so it limits them heavily. Their first option isn't there. Their second option is playing poorly. And even with Zion, there's no championship path particularly. There may be a second round exit at best, like the old Toronto Raptors teams with Kyle Lowry and sort of DeMar DeRozan. I think the Pelicans this offseason will take a long hard look at themselves. Do they want to sort of take that big step and big move and try and reach that next level, or do they want to get what they can for Zion, get what they can for Ingram, get what they can for CJ McCollum, and sort of blow it up and go again? And then finally, for the Oklahoma City Thunder, it's very tough to say anything definitive, really. I think Shea, Holmgren, Jalen Williams, they've all looked impressive, but the level of competition isn't really there, which is what you'd expect as a first seed facing an 8th seed. I think the second round would provide them with a much bigger challenge. It's sort of tough to tell how well they'd hold up against sort of a more accomplished, more well-rounded team. I think either one of the Mavericks or the Clippers would provide them with a much tougher test. But as I said, so far so good, and it'd be interesting to see where they go from here. Anyway, let me know your thoughts on this video. If you've liked it, please like and subscribe. I'm trying to grow this channel, and peace.